July 20th, a Saturday. Having arrived at the airport at 4:30 in the morning, most of us were still a bit slow in the head. There's always that surreal feeling for me before leaving on a trip. You're never really sure what you're getting yourself into, but on the other hand, you're with so many of your friends that you think, it can't be too bad, right? Being stuck in a foreign country, a developing country, for 3 weeks can't go too wrong, right? From Phnom Penh International Airport, it was 2 more hours of travel by the number 4 highway to Grafis Health Center. As we turned into the more rural countryside, we were 20 minutes away from GHC when our bus became stuck on a broken bridge. Supposedly, the bridge was impassable 2 years ago, repaired last year, but broken again this year. It was later fixed. The 20-minute mark tree was just up ahead though, so we decided to walk the remainder of the way. The roads here are unpaved and the path is made of long, winding red dirt. Most of the time you can't see your destination. You just have to keep walking towards the horizon. Our living facilities at GHC are acceptable in comparison to most of the villagers. The sleeping quarter is co-ed. We sleep on carpets laid across the cement floor covered by mosquito nets. It was monsoon season during our visit and nights were incredibly cold with the perpetual downpour. Several days I woke up with dogs next to me huddling for warmth. I wasn't very amused. While we can ask GHC workers to boil hot water for our showers, we normally only take cold showers. Meals are served at the long table with usually 2 to 3 different dishes a meal. This is an example of one of our dishes. Just kidding, that's dog food. Our volunteer club operates by splitting the members into 3 distinctive groups in which there are weekly rotations. The first division is a house interview group. Every day, a translator and a handful of volunteers head into the village and do door-to-door surveys, also continuing last year's project of installing address plates. Last year, our club finished creating an accurate map of the village, which has proven to be both helpful for the villagers and GHC's volunteers. This year, we decided to install the address plates for each house on the map. We created the address plates to be low cost, durable, and easily visible from a distance. The numbers are plastic strings strung through holes on a thin board. Our survey questions are designed for us to further understand the situation of the villagers. What are their hygiene habits? What sort of job do they hold? What is their monthly income? Do they know what a modern toilet is? What is their perspective on education, and what sort of subjects do they believe is important for their children to be taught? The villagers of Prairie Process have a really low standard of hygiene. They dispose of their garbage by simply tossing it outside their house. They say they later gather the garbage and burn it during the dry season, but as it was monsoon season during our visit, scenes such as this was quite common. For drinking water, the adults say that they boil the water, but we often see children drinking rainwater straight from the collecting jars. The majority of the villagers' homes are made of wooden walls, straw roofs, which they braid themselves when they are unable to afford metal sheets as roofs, and dirt for the flooring. Toilets are rare, and the norm is to simply go out into the field and wipe with whatever vegetation there is, or use their hand. The second division is the elementary school group. Prior to arriving in Cambodia, we had spent months preparing classes in a variety of subjects to teach to the children. Our students come from a wide selection of ages. The youngest are around 3 or 4-year-old toddlers, while the oldest being around 12 or 13. As a result, subjects such as mathematics have different worksheets to accompany this age gap. Our most popular subjects are by far arts and science though. The children are big fans of crafts and hands-on lessons. We tend to introduce new ideas or items into the children's lives, because most of these things, if it were not for us, they will never have a chance of encountering in their lives. This year, we had also planned 2 large events that took place at the elementary school: Health Orientation Day and Sports Day. The former was aimed to educate children and their parents on common hygiene habits. This is a class that teaches the importance of maintaining one's environment through storytelling, while other classes were more hands-on, such as demonstrating how to properly brush your teeth. We distributed toothbrushes and chocolates to everyone and organized a competition to see who was the most effective at brushing their teeth. After they brushed their teeth, we asked them to rinse their mouth with plaque disclosing solution. The top 5 winners took home a mosquito net to their families. Sports day was a lot of fun. We started the day by dancing 2 numbers that they had previously learned, then split the children into 4 different groups, which were put on rotation for the rest of the day. Stations included a balloon stomping contest, mystery box, a puzzle contest, charades, a relay contest, and other activities. Most stations required a mixture of teamwork and participation for each group to succeed. We braked for lunchtime, and the workers at GHC brought curry and bread for everyone. The 3rd division is the hospital group. Due to our lack of knowledge as 1st and 2nd year medical students, there are no real medical tasks we can actually help out with. We simply observe doctors and are delegated to more mundane tasks such as cleaning, sorting inventory, changing the diapers of patients, feeding patients, and helping out with whatever is needed. For example, this is a patient that has suffered brain trauma and is recovering. She's lacking basic motor control, and we were tasked to assist her while she relearned how to walk again. The hospital group is by far the most interesting division. Here, Peter is explaining survival basics in a tropical jungle, demonstrating how to create ropes from the bark of the Singaporean cherry tree, the multiple uses of a banana tree, such as obtaining fresh, drinkable water from it, using different parts of the tree to create a secure splint, or the fibrous part of the plant as a clean gauze. If someone is injured, chopping down a thin tree is a fast method of creating a makeshift stretcher and towing the person to help. We also spend a lot of time as a labor force in finishing the floor of Saya, a paraplegic's house, and the floor of the future library building. We learned how to mix and create cement manually, and I think the general consensus was that we're all very glad to be in medical school. For me at least, this trip has been a unique and valuable experience. There are certain things you won't understand or experience until you go out into the world and try something different. These kinds of adventures are definitely worth your time. Thanks for watching!